All right, it is a Thursday morning. This is kind of an update video. Okay, you didn't know about this, but that's working again, pumping out some nice heat. My cousin owns a HVAC company, Central New York Heating and Air Conditioning. Anyways, the blower fan motor took a shit, in plain English, and had to have that fixed, so that's working. Got the gator back, took that up to my brother's, along with the box of parts that I showed you in the last video. But the main thing I wanted to update you on in this video is, okay, I told you about the resolution that brought forward for, getting the, basically saying it's time to end the bullshit here in New York with the SUNY schools requiring the kids to have the old hokey pokey dart before they can go to college, further their education, but yet the employees at the college didn't have to have one. Great policy right there, right? Yeah. The least susceptible, you need to do it. The most susceptible to the old beer 19, you don't have to. But anyways, here's the update. So our congressperson, Claudia Tenney, some of you from New York know who she is. Some of the rest of you have probably heard of her or seen her. But she covers a pretty big area here in New York State in her congressional district, and all of my county, Cuga County, is in her district. She actually came out to our legislature here in the county 2 weeks ago and met us, I guess, and we had a back and forth questions, and she told us all about who she is and what she's about and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, she's kind of jumped on board because she's bringing a bill forward in Congress to try and stop this bullshit mandate of making the kids get the hokey pokey dart. And if they don't stop the SUNY schools, then her bill wants to take away the federal funding for them. I think it's great because you know what? I'm sorry, like I've said before, I don't care where you stand on all this. My two favorite sayings, are you getting it yet? And you be you, I'll be me. When it comes to the old hokey pokey, I've always said it, you be you, I'll be me. I don't care what side of this you're on. I don't care if you want to line up for your 10th one. Go ahead. I'm never going to get my first. It's your choice. But to mandate these kids to get it, but yet, like I said in the last video, some 50 or 60-year-old employee at the college who's, overweight, which is the #1 comorbidity, according to the CDC, they don't have to. No, that's bullshit. So I not only hope the fact that I had our clerk of the legislature send it to all the other counties here in New York, I hope they jump on board. I hope her bill in the Congress is successful. I mean, it is Washington, D.C., so we know how that works, and you got to get it through both houses. And on that kind of same note, my daughter texts my wife and I the other day, actually. She was in class. Can't remember what class it was, if it was an English class or whatever, in college. She said, of course, she looks at me, and thinks I'm old, so she says, my teacher looks like he's about 75 years old. I'm sure he probably wasn't, but maybe he was. But anyways, he was discussing the old beer 19 and the hokey pokey dart. And God bless the man, because excuse me, he wasn't pushing the bullshit narrative. Yeah. He was pushing it ought to be a choice, which it ought to be, I mean, we've said this before. Jimmy and I have said it on the live streams, oh, it's okay for your body, your choice when it comes to certain things, but apparently not this. So, and speaking of, the whole, oh man, your body thing, did you see, apparently, I don't know what it was, yesterday or day before, something like that, in the past day or two, was National Women's Day. it's hard to keep track because we have a day, a month, a parade, a flag. We have so many things for so many things that, how do you keep track? But Jill Biden, our prestigious First Lady, gave some National Women's Award or something to a trans dude. So here's my question for you women out there. How do you support this bullshit? They're in your sports, they're in your bathrooms, they're in your locker rooms, and now they're winning awards for being a woman, but they're not. How do you go along with that, ladies? I'm asking. You know, I've said it before, we're told to follow the science, but apparently biology isn't part of science anymore. You know, you can, I don't know, you can change the way you piss in plain English, like I've said all along. You either stand or sit to piss. End of story. You're a dude who thinks you want to be a woman. You got these ones out there that, oh, we're going to have kids. You know, you literally have, I saw this and it blew my mind, where they're shoving frozen ketchup up their ass so that it can melt and look like blood, look like they're having a period. I mean, first off, I don't want to be a woman. God bless you women for having to go through that. God bless you women for pushing them kids out when you have kids. No thank you. I don't want to go through that. I'd just as soon do my part in the part of having our child when we had her. But for the women out there who support this bullshit, tell me why. Just please, if you watch this but you hate me and you've never commented and whatnot, please comment and tell me how you can support a dude winning some award from the president's wife, the First Lady, on National Women's Day. To me, that's degrading women, because now you're letting a dude who thinks he's a woman, I don't get it. And it's bad enough that they're in your bathrooms, your locker rooms, taking over your sports. The whole race and gender and all that bullshit. This is where the "are you getting it yet" saying that I say comes in. Are you getting it yet? Are you getting how much the elites, the politicians, keep pushing this bullshit on you? Saw a thing yesterday too, speaking of the whole race part. In the NBA, some black guy was going off because, I can't think of the dude's name because I just don't watch the NBA anymore. I haven't watched it in years. But he's a white dude. He won the most valuable player for the second year in a row. And this black guy was going off, commentator, and it actually wasn't Stephen A. Smith, but it was on his show, I think. Well, 80% of the people that vote are white. That's what the problem is. So from 2012, they went back, 2012 through this year, this dude is the only white guy who's won the MVP. But because he won it 2 years in a row, now that's racist? Are you getting it yet? I mean, all the shit we see, like East Palestine, Ohio, and just everything that's happening. Look over here while we do this over here. Oh, let's push the race and gender. Let's do this. Let's do that. Are you getting it yet? It's all part of their master plan, whatever that master plan is, which is fucking scary in my opinion. But they want stupid people. They want you to be as dumb as you can be and just go along with everything that they tell you, which unfortunately too many people have been. And it makes no sense. But so anyways, I hope Congresswoman Tenney gets somewheres with that. I think it's great that she jumped on that. So, because these kids should not be forced to get the hokey pokey when the most susceptible, the older people, especially the overweight ones, don't have to get it. It makes zero sense. But anyways, just a short video, little update. Push on the Grumpy Farmer apparel link. Get yourself an "Are You Getting It Yet" shirt and shove it in somebody's face. We'll see you in the next one.